Whoop. What's up, YouTube? Josh here, and I know it's been a few weeks. I think it's actually been a month since I've done an updated video. Let me see if I can't reposition this camera really quick. So just wanted to fill you guys in on some updates as far as my nursing journey. So I took microbiology and statistics this summer over at Florida Southwestern in Punta Gorda. I got an A in both classes. I got a 97% in statistics, and I got a 95% in microbiology. So overall, I did pretty well there. And then I was originally enrolled for DEP 2004. So in Florida, that's Human Growth and Development, or Developmental Psychology Across the Lifespan. And 2 humanities courses. The reason I was enrolled in those 2 humanities courses was because for FSW, I had to have a writing intensive humanities course, and it had to satisfy one of their core humanities courses. So, and then for their bachelor's program, which is what I had originally planned on continuing on to, that required 2 humanities courses, and they weren't accepting any of my humanities from Arizona State, so I had enrolled in those as well. But then I came across Kaiser University, which has an accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, 16 months long, obviously a really intense program, and it's located in Sarasota, which is about 45 minutes from me, so I decided to go that route. The program doesn't start until May, but they accepted my humanities from Arizona State, so all I have to take this semester is developmental psychology. And so I dropped my 2 humanities courses, and I'm just doing that one class, which I'm really excited about. It's a really interesting class so far. We're only 2 weeks in, but I love psychology. I love learning about how people think, why they think that way, how did they get to that point. And so that's one of the reasons my interest is in psychiatric mental health nursing. But back to Kaiser. So it starts in May, and it's 16 months, so I would be graduating the following August or September. And the reason I want to do this program, although it's a private school, so it's a little bit more expensive than the state school, is I would have my bachelor's in less time than it would take me to get my associates at FSW, and I think Sarasota would provide better clinical opportunities. And from what I understand from the admissions counselor, if there's a particular area of interest that I have, then they will work with hospitals or facilities to get clinicals there. So I know that there is a psychiatric inpatient hospital in the Bradenton area, which is not too far from the school. So that's something I'm looking at. He mentioned that those that were interested in neonatal or pediatrics were able to work something out with a hospital up in St. Petersburg, a children's hospital up there. So those, I think, are better opportunities than what would be presented to me in Punta Gorda. Because it's a smaller town, it's not as many options. So Sarasota is looking really good for Kaiser. Kaiser also has a facility or a campus in Fort Myers, which is about an hour away from me, that campus. So it's a little bit longer of a drive, but Fort Myers is a big area, so they also have some great clinical sites, some good hospitals. But I think I'm going to go with Sarasota simply because it's closer. The drive is not as nice, but it is closer, and I think the opportunity for some specific clinical sites are better there. So that's kind of where I'm at now with my nursing journey. Nothing too exciting, which is why I haven't done an updated video prior to this. I had actually filmed quite a few, and I just never uploaded them. I never got on my computer and did the editing. So, but I figured I'd do a live video really quick and then post it so that you guys would at least have an update on my journey. I am super excited about this. I feel really good about doing this program. One of the reasons is because I'm somebody who, if something is not challenging, I lose interest in it really quick. And so the fact that this is a very fast-paced program and nursing is supposed to be challenging, then I think it's something that I will really enjoy and really get a lot out of. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited about the fact that I would get a bachelor's before I could even get an associate's if I go through with this program. So there's that. There's also kind of the discouraging factor of I was looking at Polk State College up in Polk County, which is about an hour away, in Winter Haven, and they weren't accepting some credit transfers from Arizona State. Like, they didn't accept my English credits, which I'm not sure why, but they didn't accept English. They were going to make me take a PERT test to see where I would test into certain classes, so that was a little frustrating. And then they wanted me to go all the way up there for a credit review, and I was like, I'm not going to drive an hour and 15 minutes for some English credit, so I just decided to forego applying to their program. And then SCF, State College of Florida, because it is super competitive. Somebody told me, or somebody commented on another video, that they received 400 applications their last period, where it was the first period they weren't requiring the T's. And so I imagine they're going to be getting more now that the word is kind of out, and it is super, super competitive. She was saying that she and her friends had applied, and they had, her friends had 4.0s, and only one of them got in, and she had like a 3.7 or something, and she didn't get in. She did have classes left to complete, but still very, very competitive because they are no longer requiring the T's. I feel like I'm really confident that I would get into FSW, which is fine. I think it's a good nursing program from what I've read and what I've heard. But I think Kaiser would be better in the long run, just because, again, I get that bachelor's before that associate's, and then I can go on to get my master's and eventually become a nurse practitioner. What I've been reading about that is they usually recommend some experience before becoming a nurse practitioner. So what I might do is I might go get my master's and then hold off on becoming a nurse practitioner until I get some more experience, especially in whatever particular field I end up in. And then maybe, you know, after 2 years, go and get a postmaster certificate. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But that's kind of where I am. And then if you haven't heard of this, I'm sure many of you out there, if you're pre-nursing students or current nursing students, Ashley Atkins, RN, she's another YouTube channel. I've been following her for the past few months now, and she provides a lot of great information, stories, and she has been advocating for NRSNG Academy, or Nursing Without the Vowels. And it's basically a tool to use whether you're pre-nursing, a current nursing student, or a practicing RN. That it's a tool that provides a lot of useful information for all different parts of nursing. And so I signed up for it. You can do your first 3 days for $1, and then if you feel like it's worth it, then you can go into one of their membership options. There's a $29 monthly option, and then there's a $49 for 9 months, and then it's a lifetime membership. So 2 different options there. You can cancel at any time. But it has video, like class lectures for, I think it's like 16 or 13 different topics. So I'm doing fundamentals right now, and it's 54 lectures. So 54 lectures on nursing fundamentals, and so that's my goal right now. But it has flashcards, it has cheat sheets, it has NCLEX simulation questions. They call it a SimCLEX, but it's supposed to mirror the NCLEX exam. So it's supposed to be based on the same type of algorithm. So it's still that SMART type of testing. So I'm super excited about this. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. NRSNG, sorry, NRSNG, Nursing Without the Vowels. They also have a mobile app with audio lectures on there, flashcards, cheat sheets, things like that. And then they have an Instagram, so you can follow them on Instagram. If you sign up, they have a private Facebook page. So definitely worth checking out if you're a pre-nursing student or current nursing student. A lot of good information on there, from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing so far. So I think that's it. And that's all I have for now until there are any further updates. I'm in the middle of the application process for Kaiser. I have to submit some letters of recommendation, and then I'm supposed to be scheduled for an interview to see if I can get into the program. But that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. How do I end it?